How's it going? We're on to episode 5 of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. So, where we last left off, we were in the stockades. Things were not looking good. And so, we're just going to jump right from there. Let's go.
Was it the other one? Are you going to just stand here like a statue?
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh. For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
So, we're just going to take the blows.
You're welcome. At least it was good for something.
Oh well, not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side. Now things can only get better.
We're going to keep a positive attitude.
Yes, you're probably right. It doesn't get much worse than that. Unless somebody tries to kill me. Again.
You're still alive in one piece. It's a new day and the sun is shining. Like Tomcat always says, bruises build character.
So, we're going to ask her what her
Hey,
name is.
You. What's your name, anyway? What do you do?
I'm Bara. Just Bara.
Looks like you know your way around here pretty good. You're from here, right?
I ain't. I'm just passing through.
So,
Where
I
are
wonder
you
where
headed?
she's going.
If you're only passing through here.
For work. To the city. I'm tired of serving landholders. They all promise the moon, but then you're eating stale bread, cold porridge, and a nary a groschen in sight. With the city folk, it's bound to be better.
Positive outlook.
You said you were going to a city. You mean like to Prague? Or somewhere further?
I'd like to go to Prague, but I don't know anybody there. In Gutenberg, at least I have a cousin.
Aha. So you're going to visit her?
Well, she doesn't know it yet. But I won't be troubling her long, just until I find a way to make a living.
So, we're going to say, why are you helping me?
you helping me?
Why? Why? Because you look like you need it. I've been in the ship plenty of times, and I know how appreciated a helping hand is in times like that.
You're something like a wanderer.
Nah, I usually find work with someone, stay for a while, and once I save a bit, I move on.
Then why are you begging here?
Sometimes I collect herbs for the apothecary, or help in the tavern. But I'd like to go somewhere else, so I'm scraping up whatever I can. But on the whole, you could say I'm a traveller, or a nomad. But don't say it too loud, the locals don't take kindly to them.
Why?
Because they're different, and it scares people. They travel from place to place and take their home with them.
I'd like to see
Cool.
what their homes look like.
You can go and see them, just don't stare too long.
We're going to see
do
what
you
she
want
wants
to
to
do
do.
in the city?
I'll find something. I'm not afraid of work. I'm not half-witted. Maybe someone could use a cook or a servant.
Don't get your hopes up. The city can be a pretty dangerous place for a girl on her own.
You mean they don't hand out groschen by the bucketful? And the streets aren't full of roasted stuffed geese? I appreciate your concern, but I have to get to the city first. That's going to take me a long while yet.
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offence, but compared to him, you're a bit of a lightweight.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog, moaning like he'd been broken in two.
Well, sure. If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or at least that's what the poor man said.
How does he show off for the girls?
With his muscles. He breaks logs with his hands. He even let himself be run over by a loaded hay wagon. Crazy. But to be fair to him, he sometimes helps people. Stanislav's sheep fell into a pit one time.
And Tomcat pulled it out.
And, not just that, he crawled down to get it. And when he found the poor thing had a broken leg, he carried it on his back all the way home.
Where might I run into Tomcat?
In the camp by the tower. That is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches the camp for the nomads.
Should I watch out for them?
No, I don't think so. They mind their own business, but strangers usually mean trouble for them, so they're careful. Try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue, otherwise Tomcat will show you some of his other skills.
I'm practically naked. Nobody's going to want to even talk to me like this.
At least you're not walking around bare-assed, although that might not be a sorry sight.
Ah, very funny. I'd rather you tell me where I might get some clothes.
And what do you have in mind? Brocade and satin, a monk's robe, or perhaps a Brunswick's armour?
I would like to do something about armor, considering I'm a
I
bodyguard.
could use some armour. Proper, like, for a night. And no rusty junk.
And you are like a knight?
Well, yeah. I don't look so good. But I swear I came here in armour, sword at my side, and on a horse.
Wow. And where is your armour, sword, and horse now?
That's a long story. And it's not a happy tale.
Well, you can hardly buy new armour now, but you might find something in the town hall armoury, although you'll need quick hands.
Alright, so we might
Thanks.
do some lockpicking.
These will come in handy.
Just don't get yourself caught again.
Do you know where I might find accommodation?
Betty in the tavern lets people sleep in the hay, but you have to pay.
I'm not going near that tavern. I'd catch hell again. Got any other ideas?
If you find some work, maybe you'll get a place to sleep too.
We'll figure it out as we go.
Oh well. It was nice to meet you, but I should probably get going. Get a job, and so on.
Don't worry, you'll manage. Till we meet again.
So now we are in this town. Did they give me my goods back at least? They did. So we're not completely out of the... It's not terrible for us. We can recover. Not too hungry. And so we're ready to go right now. Let's go ahead and check the map. So we're in Troskovitz. We are not. What happened to Mutt? Go and see Tomcat. Gain access to the party. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to our journal. We're going to turn off the main quest for now. We're going to turn on the one for Mutt as well. We are going to learn about our location.
I was wondering if you'd lend me your bullet when it's time to go into grain.
So we found the carpenter and a little sharpening stone, so that's what we'll use. Got our survival leveled up, that's good to have. I'm going to do a wanderer since that's kind of where we're at right now. And this perk that I used for the sharpening sword earlier, this is where this is going to help. So all you're going to do is press space.
This is
You
already
hold
sharp.
your button down. we're gonna make it razor sharp. This also repairs your blade. Gets your crafting level up. It's overall good for survival. All you gotta do, as soon as you see that smoke that just happened, that's bad. You want to keep seeing these little yellow sparks. This is like the perfect amount. Should be done soon. See how much it is. Yeah, it's doing good. Well, that's the guard that got punched in the face. We're gonna keep looking around. There's gotta be some stuff that we can use that will be helpful. Okay, so we have all these potions. That's what we're gonna do to make some money. Clean ourselves off so we can haggle a little bit.
Priesen sei der Herr.
What do you have for sale?
So if you guys want, you guys can pause this and read this. But essentially what we're gonna do is we're gonna sell some of our potions. I'm gonna sell 20 of them, which will get me 144. So what we'll do is get a book on alchemy. Actually, not right now. We're gonna save our money, but we are gonna try to get
Let's
more
talk
money.
about the price.
Warum nicht?
So haggling is a really useful tool. What we're gonna try to do is use it to get 165,
Only because it's you.
You really won't convince me like this.
but we also don't look very good, so they're not gonna treat us as better. So we're gonna just do maybe 5 more.
Das ist gut. Finally a good price. Es war ein gutes Geschäft. Auf Wiedersehen.
There we go. So you want to start trying to make more money, and work your way down. It's the best way to haggle. So now we're at this trader. We're gonna go ahead and talk to some of these people.
I'd like to report an ambush. Some scoundrels attacked my lord's retinue and killed our men.
That's a serious matter. Where is your lord?
Well, he left.
I don't understand why he's not lodging a complaint himself, and why not directly at the castle. He has that right as a lord.
It's a long story. My lord got very angry and then went missing.
Sorry, fella, but I'm not sure whether you're making it up or lying to me. But if you were telling the truth, why don't you bring your lord here and we can talk it all over calmly? I'm sorry, lad, but until then, I've got more important things to do.
What's new in the county, Master Bailiff?
I heard something's going on in Takoff again. Project the Innkeeper is probably coming up with some mischief to put on the Gelievites. Will they never cut it out? Their bickering is making work for me. And now I've been visited by one of the local peasants. He said he found more fresh graves behind his field, just below the village along the road to Nabokov.
What do you mean, more? You sound like this isn't the first time.
That we found someone buried here? Don't even ask. I've been digging up bodies ever since that bandit gang started running rampant. Most of them are von Burgo's men. Also, if it wasn't bad enough, that gang of bandits is rampaging through the region. Now someone's stealing cabbage from the peasants. What a disaster.
Cabbage?
Aye, and the peasants won't stop bugging me about it. I was just visited by a peasant from Jadar. He's been talking my ears off for God knows how long. Say, do I really have to do this? Do I have the time to look for some moron stealing cabbages? And that's about it.
That sounds interesting. Thank you.
So we're gonna see if we're gonna ask about the merchants.
I'd like to buy something. Where can I find some merchants around here?
If it's a tradesman you're after, most of them live here in the village, of course. Your best bet is to ask our merchant Jörg. He knows everyone. I'm sure he'll help you.
So I guess we're just gonna say we're not gonna keep going for all this stuff. Maybe ask
Excuse
about
me,
the friend.
I'm looking for the man who was in the pillory with me yesterday. Have you seen him?
I can't help you with that. You'll have to find him yourself.
So we learned a little bit more about our region. We're gonna go ahead and talk to this trader that he said could help us.
What the hell? Welcome. You can buy everything you need from me, but excuse the selection. A few days ago, when I was returning with new goods, the horse got spooked and my wagon tipped into the pond. I salvaged some things, but the rest is now in the pond.
We're gonna ask
And
about
where
the
did
wagon.
the wagon tip?
On the roads near the Katchak Pond, beyond Jelioff. You can still find it there. I can't tell you how much it still pisses me off. But what can I do?
Were there any valuables in there?
You bet. Lord Simeon ordered all sorts of delicacies and precious spices from me for the wedding feast. And for Taylor Bartishak, I was carrying expensive fabrics to make dresses for the occasion. If you only knew how much coin I spent on this.
Sorry to hear that.
Me too, but what can I do? So, what will it be?
I wanted to ask you, what's on the other side of that nearest hill? I'm not from here, and I'd like to get my bearings. You look like a merchant to me, so you probably know best.
Ja, natürlich, you're not from here. Everyone around here knows that, after what happened in Betty's Tavern. Aber das ist deine Sache. That is your business, lad. Also, what do you want to know?
Can I find other merchants around here?
Zum Glück nicht, junger Mann. I'm the only merchant here around, Trusky. Oh, natürlich. There are plenty of tradesmen here who sell their goods. There is Bartosz, the tailor. He lives at the other end of the village. The apothecary, Emmerich, lives across from me. They are hand in glove, or more like hat in hat.
What do you mean by that?
Nichts weiter. Just that they play at being educated men. Along with the scribe Geibel, they are always studying some Latin tracts.
So there's a scribe
Of the
here.
three,
That would be
perhaps
awesome.
only Geibel knows Latin, if he really does at all.
Is there anyone else here?
Oh yeah. Beyond the tailor's house on the edge of the village is where Bashka the butcher lives. Opposite the Rathaus is the carpenter. The rest of the villagers are just peasants, and you are already familiar with the tavern.
Where do you go for wares? What's the closest town?
The closest is Sobotka, the biggest Gichin, what you call Gichin. And farther north there is Turnov. Half of that one belongs to Herr von Bergo.
Is it far?
Das kommt darauf an. It takes all day on foot. Wenn du was brauchst, the goods I have here will have to do you. I do not think you will get to the town anytime soon.
Where can I find a church round here? I'm surprised you don't even have a small chapel in the village.
If you want. Die Rettung deiner Seele, junger Mann. You have to go through the forest to Aujetz and to St. Catherine. Herr von Berger does have a chapel in his castle, but it's not for commoners like you. We do not go there either. Und warum auch? The gravedigger Ignatius takes care of burials outside the village, and weddings usually take place without a local priest. No one wants to pay the church more than they have to. Das ist ja wohl klar.
Is there anything I should avoid around here?
Certainly. Stirring up trouble and sticking your nose into other people's business. Here in the village, we don't care much for outsiders. If any do come, they better behave.
I understand that, but we were ambushed by bandits. So I wanted to ask if you know anything about that.
Ach so, ich verstehe. The woods have been full of all manner of rebel recently. That is all because of the war. Verdammte Schurken.
So you've already heard about these bandits?
About those ones in particular, or about others. They are all just gleichen Scheißkerle. Every time I go to the town, the bailiff must send an armed escort with me. It makes life difficult.
So the roads aren't safe?
Ja, das kann man wohl sagen. Herr von Bergo should do something about it at last. But Herr Otto spends more time in Prague than here. And Chamberlain Ulrich... Ach, lassen wir das.
What do you have for sale?
Let me see what we got. Let's look at a good pouch. Some lockpicks. Cobbler's kit. I think we're gonna start with the pouch. Actually, no. Gonna wait. We'll sell this.
Thank you, and take care.
This might be the way to get armor, so we're gonna see. So I just paid a tithe to restore my reputation. So this is the scribe.
What'll it be this fine morning?
I'll have a look at the wares.
So we're gonna
Oh,
wait.
well, what can you do? Farewell, then.
Oh,
Hey!
Close that door. Why is it open?
I always accidentally hit that. But we're gonna keep on the lookout.
Plenty of time to find you. Hey! You're not allowed here!
Good to see you.
Go away now!
Greetings, Master Gun.
I see those ears do indeed work.
So we're gonna keep looking around, figuring out what will help us.
You shouldn't be bothering us here.
You shouldn't be bothering.
They still treat us like a vagabond, so that's gonna be difficult for us. Washing myself will help.
What are you poking around that door for, huh?
So this would be a good moment to save. See if we can make it through this door. So this is why we saved, so we're just gonna reload it.
I apologize.
So we just gotta keep being smart. I know. I'm trying to be a good dude, but gotta do what we gotta do.
It's just you. God be with you.
Greetings to you two.
So we just got $30 free, and now I gotta figure out a way to get us some gear.
You shouldn't be bothering us here.
I don't know what this is. Try to pickpocket him. That was a pretty good amount of time. That worked out well. There we go. Sorry about that. Oh, we're in. I need to shut this. Yeah, this is where we're gonna get all our gear. Fantastic. We're gonna take some extra things that might get us some good money. I think that's good. We're gonna eat some food. We're gonna have to drop something. We'll figure this all out. So that should be good. So now we just gotta sneak out. And we're gonna shut that door.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Greetings, Master Guard.
Fantastic. So we just robbed these people blind. So now that we have stolen goods, an interesting thing about stolen goods is we can't quite use them here, or we could get caught. So we're not going to try to do that. So we found the tailor. Again, considering the fact that we just committed a crime on these people, we probably don't want to stay in the region
Have you
too
come
long.
to break some more stuff?
So we need to find a new spot to go. What we're gonna do is, it said we could find work. So that's what we're gonna do. So it's gonna be the end of this episode. This episode we kind of had to figure out how we were gonna get some clothes. We got some of our original clothes, but as soon as we leave this region, we are going to get better equipped. We're going to sell some stuff, and we're going to make some early money early on, so you're going to see how that all works out. With that being said, this is Trinity with the Roundtable Rejects Gaming. This is episode 5, I believe, of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. If you guys like this kind of content, make sure to like, turn that bell notification icon on, subscribe, and share it to your friends. Again, see you on the next episode.